This is a fan-generated show. If you would like to support us, please go to jamieglazov.com, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All your support is greatly appreciated.
Good evening. Welcome to the Glazov Moment. Tonight, Linda Sarsour, you need to apologize for the Halloween massacre. What do I mean? Well, let me see. The NYPD was monitoring jihad murderer Saifullah Saipov's mosque back in the day. The Omar Mosque in Paterson, New Jersey. That mosque was being monitored. And, well, let me see. The monitoring stopped because Linda Sarsour convinced the NYPD to stop the monitoring. What was going on? Well, the NYPD dismantled what was called the Demographics Unit. And this unit was monitoring potential suspects of Islamic extremism. But in 2004, after Linda Sarsour led a campaign complaining that it was Islamophobic, the monitoring stopped. So let's think about this here. There is a mosque. It's being monitored by the NYPD. They're looking for anybody that could be susceptible to extremism or is an extremist and planning to carry out violence, etc. Linda Sarsour comes forward and says, no, this is Islamophobic, this is racist, this is discrimination, and the monitoring stops. The monitoring stops, and one of the individuals that goes to this mosque ends up killing Americans in a jihadist attack. Let me see. I've been reflecting and researching the words enabling. What does enabling mean? I've been researching the word complicity. I don't know, am I wrong? I'm asking our viewers, the viewers of the Glazov Gang, if there is a person who ended up killing Americans and that person could have been stopped if the NYPD was allowed to conduct its surveillance and engage in its counterterrorism measures, but an individual like Linda Sarsour stopped that surveillance and then a person in that mosque ended up killing people, I don't know. What words can we use? Complicity, enabling, I don't know. There's something going on here, but I would think that Linda Sarsour owes an apology. You know, while I was reflecting on all of this, I just kept thinking, this Linda Sarsour woman, she's in the news a lot, She's calling for a jihad against President Trump, and then she's really upset that people are upset about it. I mean, don't Americans know what jihad means? It's not about violence. It's just about being a better person, getting to the gym, having a better diet, but I was wondering when, her and her supporters were scoffing at Americans for being upset about this because jihad really has nothing to do with violence. I was thinking, I wonder if the victims of San Bernardino, of that massacre, if the victims of the Halloween massacre, if the victims of Fort Hood, of the Boston Marathon massacre, of Orlando massacre, all these jihad attacks, I wonder if the victims would disagree and maybe consider that it's about violence. Oh, I don't know if they could disagree or agree or not because they're dead. Oh, sorry, am I being racist? So she calls for jihad against President Trump. She hates Israel. Then there's this other really interesting stuff. There's a video of Linda Sarsour talking about how before she was wearing the hijab, she was just this white girl in New York. Then there's this other video about how after she's wearing the hijab, she's boasting about how she's a woman of color. Linda Sarsour, does the color of a person change or your color change after you put on the hijab? This is really fascinating how your color changed because of the hijab, and actually the media has never taken you up on this. It actually really fascinated me. I've conducted my own experiments with some of my friends, okay, and we've been putting on the hijab. We take pictures beforehand. I did this last week. I took a couple pictures of myself beforehand, then I put on the hijab, walked around with it for a little while, came back and looked at the mirror, I was still the same color. I'm confused. Linda, does it happen right away or it takes a few months or years? I mean, I know that Don Lemon and Anderson Cooper will never confront you on this, but I'd really like an explanation for that. I don't know, maybe I'm asking for too much right now. Look, let's forget everything. Let's get back to the Halloween massacre and your role in enabling it and being complicit in it by stopping the surveillance of the NYPD, the surveillance that the NYPD was doing. And because it wasn't allowed to do its job, this crime and crime against humanity happened. Linda Sarsour, you owe an apology. For those fans of the Glazov Gang that agree with me, I think we should start maybe a hashtag campaign, hashtag Linda Sarsour apologize. I don't know, it's just an idea. I'm not going to hold my breath waiting for this apology, but I think it should still be coming forward. Linda Sarsour, time for you to apologize, and we'll see you on the next edition of the Jamie Glazov Moment. Good night.